headed to Apple Creek Conservation Area. Okay, so we came down County Road 525. There was a sign there that said horse trail parking, and now I see this, so I'm assuming we're going the right way. So we're trying to go a shorter distance on the trail. That's where we came in, and it made a loop just right there. I heard the shooting range already. Somebody's down there shooting, and we're hoping to go the shorter route. So the red line are the two trails. I think we're here where we just came in from the county road, and so we're going to go this way. And when we get here, we're going to choose to come back. But you can go this way, and there's a whole nother trail. I saw on All Trails somebody did all of it, and it was 6.2 miles. So we don't want to go this way because we can't handle going that distance, and we're going to try this. And it says horse trail that way. It says multi-use. So I'm thinking it's up that area there. So we've been up a hill and down a hill, and we're approaching this area. Hopefully to level off a little bit. It's not the easiest hike, but it's not bad. I think it's definitely more meant for horses. Got some bluebells going on beside the trail. There's that yellow weed. Daisies going on too. So the trail isn't too bad, except for it's been muddy because it's spring, and all of these horse hoof prints make the surface uneven. But also watch for horse hockey. Don't step in it. Yay, some wild Sweet William in the wild. I have this in my yard, and it's one of my favorite flowers, only these patches are small. This trail is a little rough under these leaves. Gotta make sure you have a sure footing. And then there's rocks and leaves. There's some more wild Sweet William. I love seeing it in the wild. But it looks like the rain, you see the black going across. The rain must run through this area, so I'm hoping it gets a little bit better. I already got my feet muddy once. I found a patch of May apples. I love May apples, and today's May 2nd, so I'm wondering if they're blooming, and the blooms are always underneath. And I don't know if you can see it, but there's a bud right there. Not blooming yet. And here's the May apples, and this trail continues to be difficult for people walking, but we're making it work. Oh my gosh, look at the ruts. Definitely for horses. But we're people. We have been going down quite a lot, getting ready to go down again. And when you go down, you must come up. Here's a bunch of daisies. Well, this patch just makes me happy because we have daisies and wild Sweet William and a whole bunch of May apples. So we are trying to get a hike in for my 52 hikes before the rain comes. Yesterday was a beautiful day. We spent it the entire day in the yard working in the garden because it's that time of year. And there's supposed to be some major rain coming in. So, hubby just said, if it rains, there's 100% chance of mud. Crack me up. It looks like we've been following a creek which is now dry. We are at Apple Creek, but I don't think this is Apple Creek. I think this is a tributary. The birds are wonderful to hear. More May apples at the shot of the creek. I can see it better with the naked eye, but there are wild sweet williams dotting this entire landscape. And we are in a little bit easier part of the trail. First time the trail has become a little bit easier. Well, here's more of the creek, and there is a little bit of water here. I can see it flowing on the other side of this tree. I can hear it. I love following creeks. May apples. Creek down there. You can hear it. This is a pretty lovely open area. We've gone 0.7 of a mile. I'm wondering if we're going to have to cross that creek to make that loop back. There's lots of wildflowers. I think I was right. It doesn't look like it's very difficult to cross. Yeah, so they've put pipe through here to tried covering it. It looks like it's being eroded away, but that way they have a road over the creek. Opened up into kind of a field. Clover patches. Every girl who has lived in Missouri, grown up in Missouri, hopefully has picked clovers. Clover flowers, see they're on a long stem, and tied them together for a clover necklace. The clovers are just making me happy. It's like we're in a meadow, I guess you could say.
We've come across a rivulet or a creeklet.
And we can spy a field with yellow flowers. Isn't that beautiful? Hear all the birds. The creek bed's right over there. First part was rather rough, but we really like this field of yellow flowers. Here's wild sweet William under the tree line. Birds. Just beautiful. And we came from over there. I don't know if you can see in the distance with this camera very well, but there's yellow flowers everywhere. That's the way we're headed. Some water has picked up here. And it looks like we gotta cross it down here. Love it. Wildflowers and water. A happy place. So you can find a bit of happy anywhere. So the trail is going back into the woods and we're crossing the creek again. Isn't that lovely? The flowers with the creek. Sometimes it's good to choose to wear your amphibious shoes, because then you don't have to try to find dry spots. And I can clean my shoes. It is only 60-something degrees out here, but it feels like perfect weather, even though there's no sun. I wish we had smell-o-vision, because it just smells so delightful out here. Definitely smells like spring and the outdoors. Oh. And this is actually, I want to let you know, it's actually easier to walk than that first part of the trail. We're doing okay here. So we don't want to miss the cutoff to go back. And this is the horse trail. And this says no horseback riding beyond this point. We're looking at the map and at the All Trails map. And we've come, we think we're about right here. So I'm not sure if this road would cut through here. But I'm guessing if our plan is to get off here and go back, we need to keep going straight. Remember that where I said when you go down, you must come up? Well, we're definitely going up. Oh, that was a doozy. And that's just around the bend, because there's a whole nother part to the left. Woo! That's some elevation gain and some open the lungers. So still going up a little bit, but not as much. This is a really well-marked trail, but now we're going down again. Woohoo! We're still going down. There's a shooting range on here. I don't think there's many people shooting, maybe just one person. But when we reached the top of that hill before we started going down, we noticed that the shots moved from our right side, they were directly to our right. Now they're just slightly to the left over that way. It's slow going down again. The trail is, see it going straight down? You're walking through muddy hoof prints. There's a big old muddy pond at the end of this runoff area. We're still going down, but looks like it might level off soon. So we looked at the All Trails app and compared it, and we are about right here. I don't know what that dot means. I think that the blue dot on the map is designating the pond of water, which you can still see through here. Better with the eyes. When you go down, you must go up. Up is always easier for me, though. Another continuous long elevation gain. And the elevation continues. And it's like 1:37 in the afternoon. And I've had no food. I'm running off a spot of tea. A spot of tea. Well, we made it to the top, and there was a sharp turn to the right. And now it's leveled off a little bit easier. That was tough for this old bird. We are looping around more and more to the right, and the shooting range is definitely more to our left. I like that it gives you a sense of direction. Someone new must have shown up at the shooting range because there's a lot more shooting, but we've continued to turn because now the gunshots are behind us. Well, we're coming to a clearing. We're hoping we can somehow get back to the vehicle rather than going the rest of the trail. Hello, Mr. Frog. Make him jump. He's in between some leaves. Oh, there he goes. Oh, we're headed this way. Okay, we've come to this road, and you can go to the left or the right. And so I think we've come to here. We can go on the long trail or go back this way to this parking lot. But we're parked way over here. So we're going to make a right. There's a gate up ahead. We can walk, it's locked, but we can walk around. This looks like it's actually the parking area. Yay! We know where we're at. Foot travel welcome. And he left the stick for the next person. So here's a parking area. Oh, there's a pond down there. I think we saw these on the map. We saw 3 ponds on the map. So they were all near this area. There's a picnic bench. That is such a pretty little scene. Weathered wood and daisies. So there's a map at this parking area. I guess we missed this. It was too far from the road. And this is the one we're looking at. And there's another one, and we're headed back to this parking lot. Down that way. It's huge. There's another one, somebody's stuck in the railing. It actually says camping area next to the parking lot. So we've been out here 150, 1 hour and 50 minutes, and we've gone 2.4 miles, and there's a little distance between the parking lots. Ride a horse. Does somebody want to take me on a horse ride? I would love that. There's a map. A little pullover area on the side of the road. Nothing of significance here. I'm thinking we're going to end up back at our car, and if we would have kept going straight when we come in, we would have hit that parking area right by the fence. And I think that parking area by the fence is probably where you can pick up the other half of the trail. So you can hit both areas of the trail, so you can do all of it in one day or come back and do the other another day. The other seems to be a bit longer though. Yep, we see the road where we came in. So there's where you make a loop where it's one way. So I'm guessing, I can see our vehicle up ahead. It's about 0.6 tenths of a mile between the two parking lots. Okay, we came all the way around and down CC. We're just gonna drive to the other couple of areas, and we're going to the shooting range that we could hear in the distance.
Okay, Little Apple Creek, we're coming into the shooting range area. I'm not sure if those are targets that you see there. And there's a stand here. All right, we're at the actual shooting range. Cool. Okay, a little more perspective on the shooting range at Apple Creek. Ladies and gentlemen, shots fired. We are at the range.
Drove down the road, CC a little while, and we're coming to the boat ramp. Looks like a nice camping area. There is a parking area there. And if you look at this map, looks like there's a short hiking trail down that way. And down here's another parking area. Looks like a short trail that way, a short trail that way. Just out and back things. They're loading their boat in the water, and it looks like somebody's down this little short trail fishing. This is the parking area. There's where the birds were. We're very close to the Mississippi River. We're here. Here's a Tower Rock, which we're familiar with upstream. So over here is where we did that hike to this parking lot and down. We went back up to CC. This is a beautiful little drive. Shooting range. Oops, shooting range into here. And then there's something there we didn't missed. But now we're down in this area, and there's the actual creek, which is not very pretty. It's muddy like the Mississippi. We were so close to the Mississippi River. We came down CC where it dead ended and turned left onto 535, I think it was. Look at this. So here's the railroad tracks. Somebody lives right here, but we can't see the river unless we climb. I guess we could have drove up here. We were afraid we'd invade. Super duper cool. Big muddy.
Mississippi.
The Mississippi River. Don't want to get caught by a train here. Don't do as I do. This is dangerous. But kind of fun. Hubby went to get the truck so we don't have to walk back. Look at that steep hill up. It's kind of fabulous. A man and his driftwood.
We're in Texas. So big. Go home. That's hilarious.
They're down there skipping rocks. So it's 3:30. I've had nothing to eat all day, and we had Apple Creek on the mind. And so about 20 minutes away from Apple Creek Conservation Area is Apple Creek Winery. It's on the same creek, not a big distance away though. Different county, totally. Across the highway, other side of I-55. Apple Creek. At the other end, we've seen this much clearer and more pleasant to get in. Love the sound of it.